beginning, there was house music. And house music had its own groove. And from this groove came the groove of all grooves. But one day, some DJs declared, let this house be progressive. And progressive house was born. That people, 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 that people.
I think what drives me to go back to spinning every day is just the fact that it's an ever-changing art. You never mix the same way twice. I really like it because for me it's like a work in progress art that you never can really finish. You can never really reach the end because you're always trying new things. You always got something new, and I think just being able to get out there and deliver to people that experimentation and the ever-changing art. Because a lot of people don't really realize that, they just think DJing is, playing music tracks, when in fact, I call it a live sound design. It's an ever-changing sound design that, you have complete control over, and you can manipulate people through it. It's kind of nice to be able to reach people in a way that most people can't be reached.
I met Steve, let's see, I can't remember if I met him through Facebook or MySpace, or I know I met him online first somehow.
I met Steve because I found out he was Greek, so I wanted to know him.
Steve's really up and coming.
And he was into house music, and
he's very hardworking.
I liked his selection. He's got some good funky music.
Am I sitting all right?
I like seeing a DJ that's into the music. He's enjoying, or he or she is enjoying what they're doing, and they're having a good time. Because if the DJ's not having a good time and don't want to be there, you can usually tell, and the music kind of suffers from it.
Yeah, what's up? I'm the DJ.
I saw him spin at Venus to Milo, and he was really good. He knows what he's doing, so.
All right, I am Steve Papagiannis. I come from Folsom, California, and my DJ name is DJ Stavros, which is my Greek name, actually, for Steve, so I kind of adapted that.
DJ. Just say DJ with an accent.
I started DJing, back probably about 6 years ago. I was doing a lot of digital work. Well, when you go to the high school dances and, the DJs there are just like, oh yeah, I'm DJ so-and-so, I got these really hot tracks, and then they just play songs back and forth on their little slider. To me, that was crap. And I'm just like, I can do so much better. I can give so much better back to people who really want to hear a DJ spin some good music. Simply, the crossfade back and forth to me would be like having a jukebox just playing one song after another.
Because it's genuine, it's there, it's real, you're listening to live music. If you go out to like a club, you want to hear something live, you don't want to hear a radio. I can play radio at my house, in my car, whatever.
What I like to do is I like to incorporate flow and rhythm to what I spin. I spin a lot of Balearic house, a lot of Latin, tribal, and a lot more stuff that's Mediterranean influenced, a lot of kind of synth type deal. I like to sculpt kind of a soundscape like that, that's kind of really about who I am. Whenever I spin the records, I love just throwing a little backspin on it, I actually got that from my friend Carmine, who, when I was visiting his show, the Soul Conceiver Mix, back last year, I'm like, ooh, that's kind of cool. I'm like, hey, can you teach me how to do that? And he's like, no, I can't, because I got to teach you how to do vinyl before I'll let you do a backspin.
So I don't know, now him and I are pretty much partners in crime in the DJ scene here, and he'll probably tell you that I'm the lazy of the team, the lazy one.
Soul Conceiver Mix now. My name's Carmine.
Are you playing a CD?
DJ Carmine.
Dude, are you playing a CD already?
Our co-host Steve, what's up, man?
Are you playing a CD right now?
Yeah, I'm playing a CD right now.
I better drop that.
Huh?
I better drop that. I had a track.
We're gonna drop something?
I had a track for a minute.
They were watching me most of the night, and they were talking to me and, you know, trying to figure out what everything did, even though I'm at the same time trying to, you know, mix something. It's like, hold on, 1 second.
The club experience is dance and house music.
You know, there's probably about 30 different styles of house: Latin house, Balearic house, tribal house, dark, funky.
So he says funk a lot. Whenever I hear that word, I seriously associate it with Steve and his like passion for music. So.
No, man, no. I remember at Venus one night he was saying, we were talking about, I was like, yeah, this is a nice track, right? You know, on the middle of a Friday night, everybody was kind of grooving and stuff, and he was saying, yeah, you know, I'm in the mix right now. At this point, I'm just kind of flirting with the funk a little bit, and I'm just like, flirting with the funk, man. That's a great idea. You gotta have that as like your album on your first CD, flirting with the funk. That's an awesome idea. So
I like to flirt with the funk.
Seriously, he really does say that a lot. Like, have a funky this, funky that.
Essentially means I like to bring it up in energy, but I like to pull it back a little bit. So, you know, it's kind of like a teasing, like a foreplay, so to speak. And I like doing that, but I keep raising the energy up, so it's kind of like bring it up, back, bring it up, back. And then I just do that for about an hour or so until I've teased people enough, then I just, you know, throw everything down. And the whole thing about house music and my passion for DJing is that when I play for people, I play, you know, not from the head, but, you know, from the heart and the soul. And for me, that really speaks more to people. It's kind of like how silence speaks more than words. So that's kind of my thing. I do it more from the heart and soul than from the mind. Because you're playing live, failure is not an option. You have to drop the next beat no matter what. There's no chance to you know, hold it off. I mean, it doesn't matter if you do it right at the end. You got to throw the next song on. It's a must. And you know, if you mess up, you just go on. By at least manipulating music, you have a greater understanding of music overall. And that's what I learned with vinyl. Was first time I touched the vinyl record and saw how you can drop the needle in different places, how you can spin it back and forth, is where I really understood music, the whole relativity of time, and you know, everything else which everybody takes for granted. And you kind of pick up on that house music does seem to have an erotic notion to it. I play to what I see, but I like to tease.